Good afternoon, boys. Last time we have seen the concept of parallel axis theorem. Let us go further. The next point of this chapter, the concept of moment of inertia of the disk, uniform disk. In board examination, normally a question is asked. Obtain the expression for moment of inertia of the disk. Sometimes 3-mark question is also asked. There are some problems based on this article also. Let us see. So, in examination, if question is asked, find out moment of inertia of the disk about a transverse axis. Transverse axis means a line which passes through the center of the body, in this case disk, and perpendicular to its plane. So this axis is perpendicular to the blackboard and passing through the point O. So in this typical article, there are 3 steps are there. First step, figure and explanation. So this diagram is important. What do you observe here? In diagram, there is a point O. Then capital R radius, small r dr. So consider a disk of uniform density. Let capital M and capital R is equal to mass and radius of the disk. Therefore, mass per unit area, that means density, is equal to mass upon area. So in this case, mass is capital M and area of this circle, that means pi r square. Standard formula is there. So rho is equal to M upon pi r square. Equation number 1. Let the ring rotates about an axis which passes through the center of the disk and perpendicular to its plane. So you have to imagine that this typical disk is rotating about an axis which is passing through the point O and perpendicular to the line which is perpendicular to the blackboard passing through point O. This is imagination. Now point number 2. Our aim is to find out moment of inertia. So we first of all find out moment of inertia of the element, that means small I. So we have to imagine that this disk consists of identical concentric rings. So these rings are called as a element of thickness dr and radius r, which is placed from center of the disk. So again, by definition, we can say that density is equal to standard formula mass upon area. In this case, density of the element, that means mass of element divided by area of the element. So we get rho is equal to dm upon f of square. So density, that means mass divided by area. Area is 2-dimensional concept. Length into breadth. So in this case, length into thickness. So we can say that sigma is equal to mass of element, that means dm, divided by length of this ring. So this ring is nothing but a circle. So we can say that length of this circle is nothing but circumference. So circumference indicates length and breadth indicates thickness. So we get dm divided by circumference into thickness. By definition, circumference of a circle of radius r is given by twice pi r. This is standard formula. So we get dm upon twice pi r into thickness dr. We want to find out dm. So dm is equal to twice pi r sigma into dr. That means this typical term is transferred on the other side, cross multiplication. So dm is equal to this into this. That means dm is equal to twice pi r sigma into dr. Equation number 2. Simple mathematics is there. Again, by definition, our aim is to find out moment of inertia. So moment of inertia is equal to standard formula mass into distance square. So we get I, that means moment of inertia of the element is equal to mass of element, that means dm, and distance of the element from the axis, that means r square. So in place of dm, we write equation 2, that means twice pi r sigma dr into r square. We can call this. Now we have seen first step, figure and explanation. Second step is moment of inertia of the element. The third step, integration, the concept of integration, it means summation, addition. So total moment of complete body, total moment of inertia of the complete body, that is disk, will be capital I is equal to summation, or we can say that integration. We have seen the concept of integration when we don't know exact number of particles, in this case element, that means rings. We don't know how many rings present in this typical body, we don't know exact number. So in that typical case we have to replace summation by the symbol integration. So capital I, moment of inertia of the complete disk, is equal to integration of moment of inertia of the element, that means small I of element, that means small this ring. So in place of I element we write equation number 3, that means dm mass into distance square, dm into r square. So this value of radius, this r, it has two limiting values. Lowest limiting value is 0. The disk radius start from r equal to 0 and last value r is equal to capital R. So changing factor is r, radius changing from 0 to r, and mass of element of each ring is assumed to be same. So dm is not going to change, only value of r is going to change from 0 to capital R. So limit changing value of r is 0 to r. So lower limit is 0 and upper limit is capital R. So in place of dm we write circumference, that means twice pi r dr into density rho and this r square rcd, that means equation number 3. The property of integration, so we get integral 0 to capital R, open the bracket, twice pi r and this r square, we get r cube. So twice pi r cube sigma into dr. So after this we get I is equal to twice pi sigma. What do you observe here? This 2 pi sigma, 2 is constant independent of radius, pi 3.14, it is also constant. Density, mass per unit area is also constant. So we get twice pi sigma is a constant independent of distance, so it is outside the integration symbol. So by definition, by concept, just like limit, derivative, the constant term can be taken outside, derivative symbol, limit symbol and integration symbol. So what is remaining? Integral r cube dr, lower limit 0 to capital R. By concept, by formula, this value comes out to be r raised to 4 upon 4. That means power of r increased by 1 and that power is divided by this number is divided to this term. So we get r raised to 4 upon 4. Correct formula is r raised to n. So expansion coming is r x raised to n plus 1 upon n plus 1. So we get r raised to 4 upon 4. Lower limit 0 to capital R. So if here 4 is not running factor, we can take outside this bracket. So we get twice pi sigma upon 4 into bracket, remaining term is only r raised to 4 from lower limit to upper limit capital R. So here in place of running factor we write upper limit by standard formula. Expansion is like this. So in place of this variable we write upper limit. So 2 to get cancelled. So pi sigma upon 2. Simple mathematics is there. In a bracket r raised to 4. Why r raised to 4? Because upper limit is capital R minus 0. Why 0? Because lower limit is 0. So in place of variable we write 0 is to 4. And we know that 0 power anything is there, we get 0. So we get pi sigma r raised to 4 upon 2. So in place of sigma we have seen equation number 1. What is sigma? Nothing but m upon pi r square. We have seen in the step number 1 the value of sigma of the complete disk, complete body is mass upon area, that means m upon pi r square. So pi upon 2 into m upon pi r square into r raised to 4 as it is. So clearly r square and the power of r raised to 4 this get cancelled. So we get mr square upon 2. So we can say that moment of inertia of the complete disk will be mr square upon 2. Again in examination question can be asked, obtain the expression for moment of inertia of the complete disk about a transfer axis, or sometimes word is about an axis passing through its center and perpendicular to its plane is normally asked. So here first step is figure and explanation, second step is we find out moment of inertia of the element, and third step integration, that means generalization or expansion or addition or summation of all moment of inertia of this element. So with the help of integration we can find out the value of this. So here complete the article. So next time we'll see remaining part of this chapter.